Oh, it looks so good, Mama.
Welcome everyone, I'm Mindy, if we've not met. So good to see all of you today. We're going to be moving and stretching what is called the thoracic lumbar diamond. And that's a really big word, but we have three different parts of our spine. So if you put your hand right at the back of your neck, that's your cervical spine right there, all right? And there's right underneath that, you can put your hand, it's your upper back and your middle back. That's thoracic spine. So you can feel the cervical curves in, the thoracic curves away, and then curving back in again is your lumbar. So between your upper back and your lower back, there's this space right here. There is a diamond of connective tissue, fascia. And does anybody ever get tight back here, right in the middle of the back? Yes, why? Well, this big diamond of connective tissue like ligaments and tendons, fascia, it can tug on bones, it can pull on muscles. When that area of the body isn't moved, the connective tissue gets very dense. And the thing of this is one night's fascia piles up on the next, on the next, on the next. So instead of looking like fruit that comes, around oranges or grapefruit, that netted bag, it should look like that. It becomes like a blanket or a piece of felt, really thick, and then blood flow can't get through. And that's why we feel that restriction of movement and pain. They've done a study on people with back injury, not so much back injuries, but back pain. And in the group, they divided everybody up into a group who did exercise only, a group who did exercise and stretching, and the third group didn't exercise at all. And the group who benefited the most in this study were those who did exercises and stretching, because stretching really did help the back and the muscles and to release some of the low back pain. So we're going to be talking about our diamond. Everybody has it. If you were to look in an anatomy book where all the muscles are red, it would be a white triangle for fascia, connective tissue. And we're going to do very specific movements today to stretch our diamond. So we feel some relief here and a little bit more looseness. Let's start in our mountain pose though. So sitting tall, let's begin by closing our eyes and settle into our seat. Your feet are flat on the floor and we're just going to breathe in and out of our nose. Let's peek over the edges of our knees and see our toes. And see the knees and the ankles lined up nice and aligned and the feet parallel to each other. And then let's create a beautiful moment before we start to check in with how you're feeling today. How is your breath flowing? How is your mind? Think about the thoughts that are right on the surface. How's the body? Anything that comes to you, what are you bringing into your practice? Just notice. And then all of our awareness on the breath as it comes in through the nose. Maybe flare your nostrils just a bit to get a bigger breath. And exhale out of the nose. Now let's inhale our arms, our hands. Let's float them up about chest height. And as we exhale, wrists are soft, fingers are soft, like little feathers, float them down. Inhale, hands float up, sit tall with the breath. And then exhale, soften and release back down. A few more. Inhale up. Go slow, gently, softly. Exhale with the breath. And then lifting up. Just have this nice, beautiful rhythm of the elbows and the wrists and the fingers moving with the breath. There you go. Inhale and exhale. Now let the palms face and then come out. To the side. Feel that expansiveness. Yes. And then palms draw a bit closer. And then take that out, opening up. Use your fingers and your wrists, moving them as if you're moving through water So the arms are somewhat mimicking, in a very exaggerated way, what our diaphragm does. It's like a jellyfish. It opens and expands under the ribs, and then it collapses as we exhale. Nice. Open up and draw together. Let's do that one more time. Just open up nice and wide. Yes. And then float the hands to the lap. Take a deep breath. Sit tall. And then slowly let your chin lower toward the chest. Pause and notice what the neck is feeling like. Notice if it's tight, mindfully aware. We're paying attention to the brain, the senses. What are we feeling in our body? And then bring your chin up parallel, arms to your side, and we'll lower the right shoulder down and then the left. Yeah. So you don't have to lean so much as maybe think about if somebody were underneath your chair, pulling your fingers down. Yeah. So we're getting this pulsing down the back and then back to neutral, creating more space, neck and shoulders. Good. Now, let's come back through center. Hands on your lap. We're going to tuck the chin down to the chest slowly. Roll the right ear over. Oh, feels good. Back through center, left ear over. And we're just going to warm up here maybe 1 or 2 more times to each side, and then we're going to add on to that. Really work in neck and shoulders, because maybe you have stiffness and pain in your back, but it may not come from there. Maybe it's coming from your neck and shoulders, right? It's all connected. So let's stop with our right ear over the shoulder. Extend your left arm out. The back of your hand is going to touch your left hip pocket. Maybe it slides across to your right hip pocket. You just go as far as you can. There's no pain. Open your shoulder, roll that down. Now, turn your chin as if you're looking at the right shoulder. Eyes open, turn towards the right, and then inhale. Let's take your ear back over your shoulder. Good. And exhale, turn, bringing your chin closer to your shoulder.
Sound is messing up. It's muffled. It's muffled.
Garbled sound. It's not even your voice.
Like a lot of interference.
That solve anything?
No, Mindy, do you want to try to leave and come back in?
Okay, can you hear me? Is it still staticky? Is it better? Yay!
Better,
Okay.
better.
Better?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, fingers crossed. I've just been having issues. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, hopefully, fingers crossed, guys. Okay, so let's get back at it. So we had the right ear over the shoulder, and we were turning, and we had, let me mute. We had our left hand behind us. So let's try that. Okay. I got it. There, somehow my computer was muting me. That was the problem. Okay, but you can hear me now. I'm wondering if I'm muting myself. Let's see. Hang on just a second. No? Okay. Now you can hear me? Everything okay? Okay. All right, we're gonna figure it out. All right, so right ear of the shoulder, left arm back, turn your head. So what I was saying, the muscle that you feel stretching, why that feels so good, is the levator scapula, and it gets tight. All right, so we just make sure we're really loosening that up. Now, let's go ahead and place your hand on your shoulder, your hand on your lap, roll through center, and now your left ear over the shoulder, okay? Right arm out, right palm, the back of your hand, touches either your right hip pocket or all the way to the left. And then turn your chin toward your left shoulder. And then ear over your shoulder. Good. And then exhale, turning again, chin to the shoulder. Inhale, ear over the shoulder. Last time, exhale, tuck the chin to the shoulder. Take a deep breath in here and pause. Notice this behind. This is what lifts and lowers the shoulder blade. And then go ahead and take your hands to your lap, roll your head through center, interlace your hands behind, and use your thumbs to massage right below your skull. So those tight muscles, round and round and round. So there's fascia here too. It's everywhere in your body. So we want to loosen it up, because when this gets tight, the whole body gets tight. It's all connected. So loosen that up, neck muscles connected to the skull. And then keep your hands there interlaced. Stop the massage, but open your eyes, lift your head up, and just rest your head back into your hands, elbows flare, and stretch across your chest there. So this should feel good along the posture muscles, this front of your chest. Good, and then reach your arms all the way out, life force reach, beautiful. And then open and close fingers for that nice circulation. Excellent job. And then palms face up, open and close. Nice, and then we'll release the hands and shoulder roll up, back and around. Beautiful job. Now we're going to do that same arm movement, but without the head tilted to the side. So head stays neutral. We're going to take our left arm out again. And like before, seesaw. So go in and come back out. In and out a little bit. And notice where you're feeling this along your shoulder, right? So this mindful awareness. And label to yourself, do you feel it in the front of your shoulder, the top, the side, or the back? You should feel your pectorals stretching, your rhomboids working. This is a really nice one for shoulder mobility. Good. Now, let's release that hand, go to the right arm, and seesaw in and out here. Shoulder blades popping out a little bit, so that's going to help move through the shoulder. Rhomboids, the muscles are working, and this is good so we don't get frozen shoulder. Seesaw back and forth. Nice. One more. Now a little different movement. We'll place our hand on the lap. Left hand's going to come out. We're just going to pat ourselves on the back. So we're feeling that in the tricep there. Good. Where else might you feel that? And then the other side. So right arm, and give yourself a pat on the back. Excellent work. And then release and roll again. Nice. Roll that back and around. Now, hands to Namaste. So press your palms together. Shoulders low, neck long. Lift your elbows up and press them forward a little bit. We want to have equal distance away from the floor from both forearms, so we're not letting one droop. And now really press with a little bit of effort your finger pads, the whole circumference of your palm, and push your elbows to the right. There's a little effort there. Tension in the bones strengthens them. And then we'll turn our head to the left. Excellent work. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhaling, coming back through center. Now pushing the palms to the left, head will start turning to the right. Keep those elbows up if you can, strengthening the muscles. Now coming into center, we're going to take our thumbs toward our heart and twirl our wrists. So come inwards and kind of just roll through those fingers too, for better mobility in wrists and fingers. Excellent. Toward the floor, toward your chest, round and round. Now we're going to interlace our hands and press the palms away from us, arms overhead. Excellent. So straight up, reach it up, big release. Now there's a tendency for the thumb side to collapse. So press your thumbs up, knit your ribs in, pinkies back. Keep that length and bring your arms all the way back down. And we're going to take our hands back to Namaste. So relax shoulders, lift elbows, come forward, and press your arms together, your hands together. Bone and muscle strengthening. Lower shoulders, lift elbows, and we're going to push to the left first this time and look right. It's an asymmetrical stretch, really gets into the neck and shoulders in an interesting way. Inhale, press it back to center, head to center, and then arms to the right. We're not twisting. The only thing twisting is your neck. Your spine is straight. It's not twisting. Just press your hands off to the side. And then inhale back to center. Now this time, twirl your hands away from you, away from you. Yes, so it's the opposite rotation. And then wiggle those fingers like you're playing the piano. Nice. So this is kind of this carpal tunnel area we're working in. Twirl the fingers down. Good. Down and inward, down and inward. Good. And then the opposite index finger than you normally do. It feels funny. Stretch it out, but that's good for the brain. Take it up, up, up. Thumbs press up, pinkies back, knit the ribs. Find length, pull the ribs off the pelvis. Keeping that length, release, 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 and shoulder roll again. Good job. Okay, rainbows are next. So we're going to take our legs into goddess position, and we're going to take a sideways stretch at the edge of our chair. So scoot on up, take your feet wide, left hand has hitchhiker thumb. It's going to come to the outside of your right leg, your right hand holds on to the chair. Here we go. We're going to take that arm up, one finger at a time. So rainbow arc, index, middle, look up, ring, pinky. Take that arm all the way behind you and reach for the floor. Now peek over the right shoulder and 2 more head nods. Notice the muscles you feel stretching when you nod. Excellent. Look back at the left hand, come back in, pinky finger first. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tap the knee and tuck your chin. Excellent. Other side. Left hand holds on, right thumb hitchhiker. It's going to come outside of your left leg. Rainbow arc up. 1, watch your hand. 2, 3, really reach behind you. 4, stretch to the floor behind you. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. Now turn over that left shoulder and 2 head nods here. Good. Let's look back over at the hand and bring it in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold on and tuck your chin, round your upper back. Good. And now come back through center. We're going to keep the legs here in this goddess position and stretch the diamond. All right. We're going to get the top and the bottom of the diamond. So inhale, lift up. Now pay attention to the movement as we round into cat. and lift up. So the thoracic lumbar fascia, that's what this diamond is called. It effectively connects the upper and the lower back together. Starts at the upper back, goes down to the tail, all the way down. Cat-cow gets the top and the bottom of the diamond. We're stretching and pulling and tugging on that connective tissue. When we hunch and round in the cat, we're stretching, we're tugging, we're pulling. Good. So I want you to feel how you're stretching into that area. Really round in there as much as you can. This is your permission to hunch. Round your low back. Get a little deeper in that cat and cow. Nice. Now come on up to center so we can get into the sides. On this diamond shape, top and bottom, not so hard to get. Sides, a little more challenging. And when the sides are tight, that's what causes a lot of pain. So let's get the sides. Crisscross your left shoulder over towards your right knee. And just pause here right away. You feel that on the side? Now come forward in a swoop. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Crisscross right shoulder over. Feel that stretch to the side and then round back. Tuck your tail in your chin. Crisscross and feel your cat-cow as you crisscross. So we are getting into the 4 points of that diamond. Kind of think about it in your mind's eye, hitting all 4 points, tucking the back, going in a circle. We call this stirring the pot. We want to get all the edges of the pot, so we go slow around all of the edges. Now, if you feel a particularly tight spot, you can linger there and take a breath and then flow through. Let's pause and go the other way. When you come forward, really squeeze your shoulders and then tuck your tail as you go back. Remember, slow is always better in a stretch. And if you feel comfortable, maybe close your eyes. Stretch into that diamond, all of its points, all of its angles. Good. 2 more here. Focus on the side body, getting a good stretch. Excellent. Now coming back up, keeping the legs, some cat-cows to realign. Really hunch forward. I want you to feel this stretch. Feels really good. Everybody feel the diamond stretching. Really easy to do and very important for us to do every day. It's going to feel so much better in your low back. Getting the top of the bottom, again, very easy. Cat-cows is easy for it. The sides is another issue. So we've got something else we can do. Excellent. So what we're going to do is keep our legs this way. We're going to reach our right arm out. And then we're going to clean that big circular table. And then reach our left arm, feel that stretch, and then clean the table. Good. One more. Right arm out, wipe that big round table. And then the left. Now a little different. We're going to cross the right arm over and then take some big circles backwards. Yeah. So reach across the midline. Big circle with your arm, get the shoulder to move. Feel free to bend your elbow. Don't worry about hitting your leg there. You're just getting into the edge of the diamond. Nice. Now let's come on up through center. Take the left arm, crisscross over, and get that stretch, right? We want to know what that stretch feels like on the side. Adding this big circular motion creates circulation. Blood flow into this tight area, loosening up that fascia. We want to lubricate it. Excellent. Now back up through center, even up all 4 sides, a couple more cat-cows, round forward and arch. One more time, round and arch. Beautiful, everyone. Let's come through center, heel toe back, seated mountain pose. Pause for a breath. How's that back feel? Do you feel warmth in the back? Maybe a little looser back there? Yeah, isn't that nice? So the main difference between yoga and other forms of exercise is this awareness that we pause and we really just notice what's going on in our bodies. Different than other exercises. Good. Pay attention, right? So now what we want to do is get to the QL muscle. Place your hands here between your lower rib. Can you feel your lower rib and your hip? Right there, there's a muscle. It pretty much connects your pelvis and your rib cage together. It's called the quadratus lumborum. We call it QL for short. We want to stretch this area because you can imagine if this were really tight, how much back pain that would cause. And it's right in this thoracic area, or thoracic lumbar fascia diamond area. So we're going to take the legs out a little bit again. Left hand to our shoulder. And we're going to go side to side, lateral flexion to open it up. So we're going to tap the elbow to the hip and lift. Good. So we need a lot of space there between our pelvis and our rib cage. We want, by space, I mean not tight. There's not really much physical space there, but we want to open up space by doing our sideways stretches. We don't sideways stretch much during our day, but we want to contract and lengthen. Let's inhale to touch, exhale to lift. Good, contract the side. Now pause here. You can stay with your hand on your shoulder or on your head or all the way over for a little more stretch. Getting into the side of the diamond, getting into that space. Now let's come all the way up, take it to the other side. So right hand holds on. You can hold on with your left hand to the chair if you like. And inhale and exhale. So we have these muscles between our ribs, the intercostals, primary breathing muscles. We're giving them a good stretch so that they, along with the diaphragm, allow you to have a big full breath. That's our vitality. It's our longevity. It's oxygen to the brain, to the muscles. Good. One more time, we're going to scrunch up that muscle, contract it, and then we're going to lift it up and hold. Really feel your ribs opening like little doors opening. Right arm up and over. Feel the breath, fill up the ribs. Exhale, release it. Good job. Heel toe the feet in. We're shoulder rolling again. Very good. Now let's take that shoulder roll the opposite direction. Yeah. Okay, we're going to do our shoulder plug because shoulder rolls help the posture, but the shoulder plug really gives a good stretch. So everybody kind of slump first right here. Even put your hands in front of you. Slouching feels good. It's why we do it. It's kind of a lazy posture. Sometimes we sit like this just because it feels good and we get tired. It's actually the worst thing for us though. So we want to make sure we have shoulders rolled up, back and around in a nice tall posture. We want to find the correct place for them. So we're going to have our cactus arms. We're going to lift ourselves here. If you're able, we're going to take the elbows a little higher if you can. If not, do the best you can. And what we'll do is mindfully lower the elbows a bit slowly, and then see if you can go a bit lower and lower, and notice the shoulder blades, what's happening to them. They're sliding down the rib cage, really far down. How far down can you take them? Oh, keep going. Maybe the elbows touch. Nice. Now the hands out in front. Now how's your posture? Big difference from that slouch, isn't it? This is magic. Anytime you're working at the computer or you're rounding forward, do that little release. Get those shoulders back in their sockets. Shoulder blades really want to be like this. They don't want to be rounded forward. Good. Now we're going to take that slouch again. Everybody have permission to slouch. And we're going to try a little experiment. Take your left arm out in front of you and just notice when you're slouching, how high can you actually raise your arm? Look at that range of motion. Not real great, right? So let's try it again. Sit up, roll your shoulders back and down. Now lift your left arm. Any difference? Can you go much higher? Yeah, I thought you could. So we're going to do this with the other arm as well. So go ahead and take your right arm, palm face in. Good, and release it. And the left. So we can see how alignment is so important for keeping all of our joints healthy. If we're rounding forward all of the time, moving our arm up like this, that's not going to be healthy for the shoulder socket. Let's do it one more time. Left and right. Now let's add the legs. So as left arm comes up, right leg, and then vice versa. So we're gonna really flex our foot. Here we go, palm faces in, stretching the back of the leg. Keep flowing, just go with the flow like a seated march. And as you do this, what muscles in your legs do you feel? Feel that on the top of your thigh, your quadricep? How about the back of your shin, your calf? Excellent. Now let's sit all the way back. Lift both arms up, shoulders snuggled in. Good. Now release that and let's hold on to the chair, both legs up. Excellent. And now both arms situated and then both legs come to. It's a little bit of core work. We'll hold and breathe for 3, 2, 1, and shake it all out. Excellent. I think we all need a sip of water. Who got warmer since the beginning of class? Anybody feel a little more blood flow? Why do you think that is? Well, we've been moving a lot of big muscles around and they require a lot of oxygen, they burn energy, and they need more blood flow. So we get nice and warm when we do that, all those big muscles. Okay, let's come to the top of our chair. When we move through sun salutations today, I specifically want you to think in terms of this diamond shape of your back, okay? And how we can strengthen our back and stretch it so we have healthy, pain-free backs. Let's go ahead and come on up. We're in seated mountain pose. We're gonna take our arms up, feet flat on the floor. Let's take our cactus arms here, elbows in line with shoulders. So let's check that out, good. And now we're gonna lean halfway down, like we're peeking over the edge of something. We should see our toes. Make sure they're facing forward, your feet are flat, solid feet. Now hands to the kneecaps, and let's take a forward fold, slide down. And then inhale, come on up and roll the chest open. Good, let's exhale and slide forward. Inhale, we're gonna lift the right arm out and up. We'll look at the thumb. Exhale to release it, left arm out to the side and up. Exhale, release. Now inhale, we're gonna come all the way up, low belly in, strong cores. And then hands to the heart, we'll exhale. Let's go ahead and watch the body move and breathe together. So inhale, like a yoga dance, arms up. Exhale, find that half lean, take your big breath. Hands to your kneecaps and fold. Inhale, come on up and squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale and fold. This time, left arm up to where it feels good. And release it, and then right arm up. And release. Belly in, arms out, a lot of core strength to take arms out in the circle overhead and back to the heart. Now, big, nice sun circle. Create that circle with your arms. Good. And then find your cactus and go halfway. Core is strong here. It's suspended. Take a breath. Now, exhale, glide down. As we inhale and pull up, open your throat, lift your chin. Exhale, fold it back down. Good. Left arm comes up, gaze up, look at your thumb and release it. Nice. Right arm comes up, lifting and release. Now swoop up on the inhale. We're going to add some things on now. So hands to your heart. We're lifting as we inhale. We're going to find our cactus arms and go halfway for a strong hold. Take a breath. Look at your toes. Hands to the kneecaps and fold where it feels good. Stretching the diamond. Inhale, right arm lifting. Fingers spread. Good. And lower on the exhale. Left arm up. Nice. Now we're going to come on up, but reach both arms out to the side in our airplane wings. Yes. So take a full breath in. Exhale, twist to your left, like a helicopter. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist to the right. Nice. All the way back in. Hands right to the heart. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, maybe look up. Find your cactus arms and lean halfway. Hold the belly in, but not the breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, glide down, soften the shoulders. Inhale, pull on up, open the heart, lift your chin. Exhale, fold. Left arm comes up, straight elbow, and release. Right arm up, excellent, and lower it. Now inhale, both arms all the way up. We're coming back to cactus arms so we can tilt off to the right. Good. Inhale, center, and tilt to the left. Nice. Now we're going to get our feet involved. So inhale up. Take your cactus, lower halfway. Core and back muscles really strong. Take a breath. Hands to your knees, slide down, stretching the low back. Inhale, left arm up. Look at your thumbs, spread your fingers, and release. Right arm up, look up. Nice. Now here, take those arms out in front of you, shoulders height, and then lean, 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 and lift your heels. So feel those glutes engage. Press into the balls of your feet. Feel your calves work, your core work. So heels up, toes down, and then release your heels. Inhale, look up, and exhale, hands to your heart space. Nice. Inhale, up again. Finding cactus. We'll lean halfway. Core and back muscles, again, really strong. Breath in. Slide on down. Stretch your back. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Squeeze your shoulders together. Release it. Left arm up. Look at your thumb. Nice. Now arms out in front. Come on up. And then lean again. Now lean forward a bit. Use your core. Lift your toes off the floor. Heels down, toes up. Spread your toes. Press into your heels, feel your shins and calves engaged. And then arms overhead. Exhale the hands to the heart. Last one, arms all the way up. Doing great. Arms to cactus. Lean halfway. Core and back muscles, again, working. Hands to your knees, slide down. Good, left arm up and release it. Right arm up, look at your thumb. Nice. Now, coming with arms out in front again, guys. We're not going to do blast offs. We're going to sit up halfway and hold chair and then sit down. That'll be it. So here we go. Come up halfway to chair. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and have a seat. Excellent job. Seated mountain pose. Take some water. No blast offs today. We held that chair pose. Keeps our digestive system going. Good. Close our eyes. All of those sun salutations were the equivalent of walking a quarter of a mile. So that was a lot of good exercise for us. Just maybe close your eyes and absorb all that we've done, all the beautiful movements in our bodies, all the energy inside of us we created. Not just the muscles and bones, but we worked in the lungs and the heart, the organs, digestive and lymphatic system. Good job. Another breath. Now we are going to come to standing. So if you need more water, feel free. We're going to use our chairs. So coming on up, we'll use the back of our chair for support. We're going to stretch the top and the bottom of the fascia line there, that big diamond again. So let's walk ourselves back into down dog. Hold on to your chair. First, getting a stretch in our arms, our shoulders, our armpits, the back of the legs. So if we know we have tight hamstrings, bend your knees so you're not overstretching. Feel the length of your spine. If you're sensitive in your shoulders, you can bend your elbows. And then we're going to just pull back in the hips to get length in the back. Think about the diamond right now, the top and the bottom stretching. And bend one knee, lift that heel, and then the other. So alternate, lifting one heel and the other, and then maybe sway your hips side to side so that you get a little twist and stretch the outside edges of your diamond. This should feel really nice. So just feel that back and forth, sway and stretch sideways into the hip and low back. Feel that stretch, feels good. Make sure you're breathing. The stretch needs oxygen, and we want to go deep into that diamond. Now steady your feet, look at your hands. We're walking to the chair. Nice. Let's stand on tippy toes, lift the heart open. Maybe the head lifts up and open and close your mouth. And then lowering the heels. Let's lift the toes, tuck the chin to stimulate the thyroid gland. Move into the jaw, open and close. Good. Now lower the toes, come to the tippy toes. Right arm comes up and move back into back extension. Arch the back. Release the hand. Lift the toes. Tuck the chin. And then come back to your toes. Left arm reaches, back bend. Excellent. Release one more time. Rock back to your heels. Feel those calves stretching. Good. And then just come to neutral and shake it all out. Now, we know that cat-cow is really good for the spine. We can take it standing. So let's try that. Inhale into a back bend, ground your feet. Exhale, round your shoulders, but bend your knees. Feel that stretch in your low back by tucking your tail a little more. And then inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale again, stretch down into that cat position again. Inhale, coming on up into the back arch. Exhale, round and stretch. Excellent. We're going to stand behind our chair and try a little balance. So come on up to mountain. We'll extend our right palm out, face in, thumb up, and then left leg behind you. Good. Maybe you can lift your left foot off the floor. Maybe your left hand hovers or it taps. Try balancing on one leg. Good job. We'll release this, take it to the other side, left hand, right foot, palm in, thumb up. Maybe foot comes up, it doesn't have to come far. Maybe we tap or one finger challenge. Excellent. Come back in. Now we're going to flow with the breath. So mountain pose, right arm, left leg extended. Release, left arm, right leg. Good. Back to right arm, left leg. And left arm, right leg. Oh, wonderful. Now I want you to take that cat position and take your hip side to side and look over the opposite shoulder. This is called wagging the tail, where we round and hunch. You can bend one knee and the other. Just really stretch the sides of your diamond there. Big muscle stretching. Good. Let's come back through mountain and everybody march it out. So knees up high. This also stretches your back. Super job. And then standing at our chair, let's bend our right knee, foot is flexed, and we're going to take it out and toward the front of your chair in a pain-free circle, round and round in that hip socket. Yes, that's great. Can we take it backwards too? Roll it around in there, get some lubrication, because a happy, lubricated, flexible hip is a happy, lubricated, flexible back. It's all connected. Good. Now lower till your knees are side by side and just lift and lower your little fire hydrants. Lift and lower out to the side. Noticing what muscles you feel contract as you do that, right? And then stand on 2 feet. We're going to lift and lower to the side with your toes and knees straight ahead. Again, we've got the gluteus medius and minimus, the abductor, hip stabilizers for better balance. Feel that right in there. One more. Excellent. Stand on 2 feet. We'll go to the other side, bending our left knee, flexing that foot. Start your circles. Take it out and go round and around into your hip, releasing synovial fluid in there. It's going to keep that hip nice and mobile and flexible. Good. Now let's go around the other way. No pain. If there's any pain, you can skip it. You can make it smaller. Tend to yourself. And then lift and lower out to the side. Breathing, taxing those muscles again. Nice and strong. And then stand on 2 feet. We're going to straighten the leg, toes and knees face forward. Lift and lower your left leg to the side. Abduction, away from the body. Again, gluteus medius and minimus muscles. and release. Nice work. We're gonna ski that out. So skiing is different than wagging the tail. We'll take a straight spine. Good. Okay, next is a fun movement. It's a multi-directional movement for the upper and lower body. A little bit of balancing, so be careful. We've got our chair. This is kind of Tai Chi-ish. We're gonna interlace all but your index finger and thumb. I've got my legs wide for good support. Now you can bend and flow and move your knees. It's called dragon's tail. You're gonna move in a figure 8. So you can go horizontally with your figure 8, or you can go vertically, and you can do both. There's not a right or wrong. You don't have to match me. What we're going for is exploring, little yoga detectives. Do you feel the sides of your diamond when you take this figure 8? It can be at a diagonal. It can be up and down. Just flow through. Your arms are like the tail of a dragon, just floating around. Big multi-directional movements. Bend your knees, lean to the side. Stay with that breath. You're using opposite sides of the brain. Just flow around here. Slither round and round. Dragon's tail. Good. Up, down, and around. Good job, guys. Do you feel your diamond? Stretching, getting strong. Good. Now all the way back up. Excellent work. So that took a lot to move that freely. So good job. Let's do another standing pose for strength and stability. We'll have our chair to our left hand. We're just going to stand on our left foot with your right arch at your left ankle bone. Let's scoop our tail. Make sure you're not dumping into this hip. So straighten your hips up. Your hip bones are straight across from each other and in the same line as your pubic bone. So for most of us, we have to tuck just a little. You can lift your foot to your calf if you'd like. All right, and then maybe your hand to your chest, maybe both hands. You'll decide if you want it at your chair. You can send one arm up and one arm to the chair, or one halfway, anywhere you want. So play with where you want those hands. Let's have our ears over our shoulders, shoulders over hips. Your left leg is the tree trunk. It's growing roots into the floor. If the ankle wobbles, we let it do it. It's talking to your brain. And we're gonna hang out here for about 4 rounds of breath, because standing balancing poses strengthen our bone density. Good for osteopenia and osteoporosis. Excellent job. Look just over the horizon at something that's not moving, straight in front of you. Breathe. Beautiful. Hands to your heart now. Shake out. Great trees, everybody. Let's take it to the other side. And we're going to place our left arch at our right ankle. Make sure your hips are all in line. You're not dumping into one hip. Lift up. Good. Maybe to your calf if you like. Externally rotate. Hands where you feel most comfortable. Now, those of you who have a lot of confidence in your balance, if you want to play and just sway a little bit like a tree would. Trees don't get all fussy about moving. They just flow, right? They just bend and adjust. So we can kind of create new neural pathways for balance. Playing here where we're safe. We've got the chair. You can tap it at any time. But let your brain and ankle talk to each other while you're out of balance. And then you can kind of really fire up all those proprioceptors, the sensors in your arms and your legs and your feet that talk to your brain for balance. Yeah, they're all working overtime. Excellent. And then hold your big tree. Woo, big breath. And exhale back down. Let's face our chairs. Right foot's going to stay at the chair. Left foot steps back, a little 45-degree angle, about 2 to 4 feet behind. Just where it feels nice and comfortable. Let's look at our right knee. We should be able to see our right big toe. It tracks second and third toe. Now make sure you can see your big toe, and then lift your left arm up. When you lift your left arm up, it stretches all the connective tissue along your front side body. We're gonna lean over to our right. Oh, we are opening up this whole left side. Now come on up, place your left hand on your left hip and turn and look over your left shoulder, but press your knee toward the pinky toe side of your right foot. Excellent work. Come back through center. Left arm is going to lift. And for those of you who want to try your balance, right arm will come too. Excellent work, everybody. Deep breath here. Hands to the chair. Let's step it up and shake out those legs. Nice. Left foot stays, right foot steps back. Both hands on the chair. Hips face the chair. See your big toe on the left side. Feel a little tug right here in your right hip flexor as we lift the right arm up. Palm faces in, stretching the whole right side. Lean over to the left. Notice right there at your hip crease when you lean like this. Now let's come on up. Take your right hand to your hip and take a little peek over your right shoulder. Nice. Knee tracks your pinky and then come back through center. Right arm lifting, maybe left arm coming up. Now, if you want to challenge balance even more, look up in the space of your hands. It lifts the inner ear. That changes the vestibular system, challenges us. Nice work, everybody. Hands to your chair and ski out again. Beautiful work. Now let's come back to our chairs, seated mountain pose, and gather up our strap. So go ahead and get your strap. We're gonna place it on our lap. All right, we're not gonna mess with the strap, it's just resting on our lap. I just want us to take a pause, have some water. Pause for a moment. Okie doke. Sitting back in your chair before we do our hamstring stretches, I want you to notice anything in your body that has changed in this last hour. Notice, first of all, your thoughts. What were you thinking about when we first started class? And are you freed from that a little bit? Notice your breath. Is it a bit deeper? Maybe it's a little more comfortable to breathe now. Absolutely. Notice your back, right? Notice your body temperature. Do you feel a little warmer? Does anything in your body feel a little looser? All right, a little more spacious. Let's open our eyes, grab our strap, scoot up in our chair so our hips don't feel rooted down as we extend the leg. We have plenty of room. So working with the mechanics of the knee, let's just look at the leg. We want the hip bone, the knee, and the ankle bone to be all in the same alignment. Bend the knee and straighten it. Are you staying in that same straight line? Everything nice and straight? When we walk, this is what we want our gait to be, right? Knees, ankles, and toes always lined up. Sometimes the foot wants to go out to one side or the other. We want to try to get it right in the center. So let's center it up. Excellent. Very mindful of this alignment, right? So let's take the strap into your right hand, open it out to the side, your leg for your inner thigh. Try not to round your shoulders forward here. Good posture. Pull back. Your left foot's firm on the floor. Stretch across your chest. Good job. Let's come back through center. Left hand takes the strap. Now you can stay in front or crisscross. Pull the right arm back. Toes face straight up. Heel presses. Nice. Now let's place our ankle to the thigh for pigeon. Strap across your lap and rub the foot. Get into the plantar fascia. I've been doing this a lot lately. It's just really nice. Go to the toe ball now, down into the creases of your toes. Really work through it. And then see if you can bend your toes back and forth. Sometimes the big toe gets a little cranky and he doesn't like that, but see how you can do. And then hold your shin and roll your ankle around, popping and clicking as we go, right? And go the other way, opposite direction. And then go ahead and just flex your foot and lean forward, stretching that hip with a big full breath. Let's bring our right knee in, hold it in there, and then maybe a cactus arm. Good, quads and hamstrings fire up. Lengthen out that leg and release it. Good, shake it out, other side. So let's place the left foot in the strap and we'll hinge in and out 1 or 2 times. And then go ahead and line up toes, ankles, knees, and hips. Relax your shoulders, pull your toes back, press to your heel. With everything nice and lined up, we'll keep our shoulders back and down and open to the side. Breathe and stretch to the chest, the inner thigh. Excellent work. Coming back through center, we'll crisscross the body, open the left arm back. Nice. Setting up again for pigeon, just placing your strap on the floor. A quick massage of your plantar fascia, the ball of the foot, into the toe creases. Toes move back and forth. That maps to your neck, by the way. Hold on to your shin, roll ankles around. Good for mobility. Other way. Excellent job. Flex the foot and then just lean forward. Big stretch. Let's hug that left knee in. Good. Hug it tight. See if you can hold it there. Good. And kick it out. And release. Nice. Now just shake everything out. Just a nice lymph bath. Good for circulation. Shake, shake, shake. Armpits, have those lymph nodes. Move them right there in your groin. All right. Shake everything. Good job. Now hands to your lap. Feel that nice tingling sensation, your vibrancy. Arms up and overhead. Thanks for hanging in there. Our audio issues. Hands to the heart space. So grateful for each and every one of you. Have a fabulous weekend. I'll see you again Monday. Namaste. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Mindy.
Thanks, Mindy.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mindy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
When's your next time?